All right, everyone, welcome back. I'm Winter, and it is April 24th of 2024. Thank you guys for being here so early on. Hopefully, you've had a good day so far, and hopefully it's about to get just a little bit better. Today, we're playing StarCraft with commentary. We'll see how much of either, but that's the plan. And yes, there's been a new patch to StarCraft 2. A lot of you may not have noticed because it happened in the dead of night yesterday. It's apparently arcade bug fixes. So it doesn't affect multiplayer, and it didn't really affect arcade, and it made all the replays obsolete, aka super annoying to load. So thank you, intern, once again for that. Thank you, Lightless Altar, for 52 months. Glad you still enjoy. Gorilla War for 8 months. Glad you still enjoy. Since we last hear about Monster Titans Vertigo, Red Pact, or Jesse. When you still enjoy.
Your dedication.
Thank you, Polly, for joining us. Glad you enjoy. I was wondering why that showed up first.
Yes.
Thank you, X Big J, for leading the scam train. Very glad you still enjoy.
Your dedication
Mate,
will be rewarded.
for 93 months.
Yes. Just as I deserve.
Yeah. Glad you still enjoy. Including 2 realhuman.exe.
Just as I deserve.
So generous, so thoughtful. So gaming. All right. Let's see what we're scapegoating today.
행운을 빕니다.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
Thank you, Bronzeny. I just don't enjoy it.
광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물이 부족합니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
What? He's Protoss? Why did I think he was Terran? Great start.
탐사정이 공격받고 있습니다.
New subscriber detected.
GLHF bring the tenacious heat.
I think you aimed to misbehave for 108 months. Right, just don't enjoy it.
자나깨나 가스 조심. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 거긴 아니죠.
Really? Hmm.
I'm here in the shadows. Stay here in the shadows. Cold. Miracle.
에너지가 부족합니다. 에너지 업하고 파워 업.
You require my I state thy bidding. You require my skill. We are
거긴 소환 못해요. 동력장 안에 배 연구 완료.
You require my skill.
에너지가 부족합니다.
I am here.
광물이 부족합니다.
I am the void. Cold. We are the blade. You require.
The firstborn shall persevere. Faith.
잘 보고 소환해 주면 안 돼요?
The Templar. March. We are of one mind. Iron shall be.
State that.
광물 대출입니다. 거긴 맞다고 생각해요. 정전이 정말 싫다.
I serve. I am the heart of darkness.
광물이 부족합니다. 공격받고 있습니다. 광물이 없는데 지금 보여주실까요?
The stars align. Extrapolating strings.
광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 수정탑을 소환하세요. 연구 꼭! 거긴 소환 못해요. 거긴 맞다고 생각하세요? 광물이 없는 공격장 안에 배치하세요.
You require my skills. I am the heart of darkness.
광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 잘 보고 소환해 주면 안 돼요? 광물이 부족합니다. 광물을 다 썼는데 우린 지는 거 아니죠?
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically relaying thanks.
공격장이 뭔지 알죠? 그 안에 설마 확장 기지는 있죠?
I am the voice of darkness. We are one with the shadows.
가스가 부족합니다. 가스.
It shall be.
광맥이 바닥났습니다. 가스는 점검이 필수.
Very well. Data. I am the
거긴 소환 못해요.
I am the voice of the
탐사정 지켜야 돼요.
The firstborn shall persevere. Let your will
거긴 아니.
I am the voice.
광물 대출.
glory to the
광맥이 바닥났습니다.
Is the void.
iron shall be reclaimed. us your command.
업그레이드. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물이 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요?
Give us your
광물이 부족합니다.
We serve. Ire shall be reclaimed.
거기 맞다고 생각하세요? 광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
Not
잘 소환해주면 안 돼요? 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물이 부족합니다. 설마 공략 반 잘 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 적 공격 모르나요? 모르면 맞아야죠. 기지가 공격받고 있습니다. 업그레이드 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸
Started off weird, got worse.
행운을 빕니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 부족합니다. 에너지 업하고 파워 업! 탐사정이 공격받고 있습니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 탐사정 지켜야 돼요.
New subscriber detected.
동력장 안에 배치하세요.
The firstborn shall persevere. To glory, we serve with pride. Ire shall be reclaimed. Yes, Executor. Yes.
I am here in the shadows.
We serve. Let your will. Where shall we march? It shall.
거긴 아니죠. 광물이
Najakar, come back. Give us.
광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요?
You require my
연구 꼭! 탐사정이 공격받고 있습니다.
I am here. I'm here.
Not
Cold is the void.
the first.
연구 완료. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
You require my
Ire.
거긴 맞.
You require my skills.
광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요?
I return to serve.
공격. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 부족합니다.
Cold is the void. It shall be. You require.
수정탑이 막히는데 광 광물이 없겠어. 지금 일만 시킬래요?
I am.
Give us your command. Glorious combat is upon us.
광물을 다 썼는데 우리 지는 거 아니죠? 공격전 안에 연구 완료. 이걸 못 보네요. 에너지가 부족합니다. 연구. 광맥이 거긴 소환 못해요. 거긴 못해요 생각하세요? 하나 잘 설마 확장 기지는 있죠? 거긴 소환 못해요. 탐사정 지켜야 돼요. 공격장이 뭔지 알죠? 그 안에 탐사정이 공격받고 있습니다.
We stand as one.
광물을 다 썼. 광맥이
Glory of battle. Assault data log.
We stand.
수정탑이 더 필요합니다. 수정탑 막히면 미래가 없어요. 설마 수정탑이 더 필요합니다. 광물을 다 썼는데 우리 지는 거 아니죠? 수정탑이 막히는데 업그레이드 완료. 너무 미치는 마세요. 광물이 부족합니다.
Assault.
광맥이 바닥났습니다. 에너지
I'm here.
연구 광물이 없는데 지금 광물이 부족합니다.
We stand as one.
Oh, sorry, terrible. But just distractions. Weak legs.
I've been painting every fence I know. Every color bleeds into the same. Let me go and walk away.
행운을 빕니다.
You better know where you're going.
광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 부족합니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 부족합니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 탐사정 지켜야 돼요. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 거긴 맞다고 생각하세요? 광물이 부족합니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 잘 보고 소환해주면 안 돼요?
Let none deter us. Forward. Combat awaits. It shall be done. Give us your command. Yes, Executor. I am shall be reclaimed. Poor, let your will be heard. We are of one mind. It shall be done. The Templar. Najakar Mina. To glory, where shall we march?
연구 완료. 거긴 소환 못해요. 거긴 아니죠. 수정탑을 소환하세요. 연구
Intriguing.
We're gonna do it again. We haven't had enough PvT yet.
행운을 빕니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
The gas is late.
탐사정이 공격받고 있습니다.
Not by much though.
탐사정 지켜야 돼요. 탐사정이 공격받고 있습니다.
The firstborn shall persevere. We serve with pride. Let your will be Naja.
You require my skills.
Faith.
I am the voice of the occult. Seek thy bidding.
Yes.
거긴 소환 못해요. 연구 완료.
Naja Kar Mina. Horns alive. Forward.
가스는 점검이 필수.
I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows.
에너지가 부족합니다. 가스가 부족합니다. 에너지 업.
They got worse each game. I could have maybe mined through, but why though? His hero unit, and the only unit he killed was his own refinery.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
Technically. Thank you, Jan's Pones, for 18 months. They just don't enjoy. Polyvos, Polyvolsi, 3 months. I just don't enjoy. Hokaten, 34. I just don't enjoy. Yeah. On the bright side, with a single ramp, you can go back to the force field 1 strategies. I don't know why he decided to do A2 base all in upper ramp. That was ill-advised.
Your dedication.
Thank you,
will be
Ryan Radon.
rewarded.
5
years
years.
of good games for the fans.
I just still enjoy. Thank you, Elgar,
It's about time.
for a
Love
year.
The stats screen.
I just don't enjoy.
So
I think he
today.
stopped queuing up.
Can't wait to see Cyril's 110% win rate against every else.
Who's your favorite co-op commander? It depends on the day. I like Minsk with the power units. But sometimes I just like Raynor because it's Marines plus. And then Carrick's has a button. You can just press the orbital button a lot. Well, looks like there's a reason we hit him a few times. Ah, that's how you do it. You press the cancel button and that activates the game start, as is customary. Starter portrait, 700 MMR advantage. Beautiful. What could go wrong? It's like, here, fine.
광물이 부족합니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물이 부족합니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
Where's that drone going, bro? This is an odd one. Okay. Because he's so used to getting blocked that he just takes the third first. You know, that's probably good practice. So that way you're not even worrying about it. Yeah, a long time ago Zergs gave up on taking the natural. I just don't send out the probe quick enough usually. You gotta send it. You gotta usually cut a probe.
조심. 탐사정 지켜야 돼요. 탐사정이 공격받고 있습니다. 가스가 부족한 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 탐사정 지켜야 돼요.
I was thinking about this too.
거긴 맞다고 생각하세요?
Yes, they... The firstborn shall persevere. Najakar Nina. Combat awaits. Research, give us your command. Where shall we be? Combat awaits.
자나깨나 가스 조심.
Oracle perceiving. Harmonized. An omen. An Erodine
연구.
The enemy has discovered us. Extrapolating string.
The firstborn shall persevere. Let your will.
Dimensional strings attuned.
Glory to the Daylon. Najakar Ina. Yes,
Our windows. How can I aid you?
동력장 잘 보고 소환해주면 안 돼요?
Oracle perceiving. Nazutai. You seek guidance?
광물이 없는데 자꾸 일하시면
Let us begin. You seek guidance? The threads
수정탑 막히면 수정탑을 소환하세요.
I see. It is just harmonized.
잘 보고 소환해주면 안 돼요?
Our windows shine.
거긴 소환 못해요. 거긴 아니죠.
You seek guidance.
광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
Shadows.
An Erodine wash above.
거긴 맞다고 생각하세요? 공력장이 뭔지 알죠? 그 광물이 부족합니다. 업그레이드 완료. 연구 완료. 설마 확장 기심이 있죠?
I'm here in shadows.
거긴 아니죠.
Yeah. What happened? If I was a gold player, that guy would have been mid-diamond. That was the MMR gap. Being 10% faster on everything adds up, and it's not very obvious until you get rolled. What is this? Never seen these before. What really happened was my blink and +1 was late. My gateway production was late. Going blink is only for people who can actually micro. I was about 20 or 30 supply down from where I should have been. For reasons that are not obvious besides, unless you know what the timings of the build are supposed to be. I was delayed on my third by Zerglings that I should have prepared for. The Oracle's got some damage, but only because he already had so much economy.
Keep up the wonderful and entertaining streams, Winter.
What are you still doing?
광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시키나요? 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 아군이 공격받고 있습니다.
All right, Jacob.
여왕이 생성되었습니다. 아군이 공격받는데 구경하나요? 대군주가 더 필요합니다.
What's this about? What Terran fuckery? Okay. Sure.
오 나의 여왕님, 말랄 복귀. 광물이 진화 완료. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요?
Feels like a run by with the Hellion situation here. I was right.
아군이 공격받는데 구경하나요? 여왕이 생성되었습니다. 오, 나의 여왕님, 에너지 업하고 파워 업! 에너지가 부족합니다. 그건 아니죠. 혹시 광물 발전은 불가능합니다. 광물이 부족합니다. 에너지 업하고 파워 업! 아, 그건 좀 아닌 것 같은데요.
It's just gonna be like battle
에너지가
cruiser.
부족합니다.
Either way,
에너지 업하고 파워 업!
get a couple.
아군이 공격받고 있습니다. 여왕이 생성되었습니다. 에너지가 부족합니다. 그건 아니죠. 아, 그건 좀 아닌 것 같은데요. 인구수가 낮췄습니다. 해군주 어떻게 생긴지 알죠? 포동포동. 그건 안 돼요. 아, 이걸 못 보네요. 해군 광물을 다 썼는데 가스는 해군주 어떻게 생긴지 알죠? 포동포동. 그건 안 돼요. 힘들게 넓은 전장에 여왕이 생성되었습니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 아군이 공격받는데 구경하나요? 상대적인 위험인가? 아, 그건 좀 아닌 것 같은데요. 진화 완료. 가스가 설마 확장 기지니? 그건 안 돼요. 될 거라고 생각하세요? 광물이 부족합니다. 진화 완료. 광물 대출은 불. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 설마 확장 기지는 있죠? 변이 완료. 에너지 업하고 아, 거긴 아니죠. 천막 위에 지어야죠. 아군이 공격받고 있습니다. 완료. 아, 이걸 못 보네요. 가스. 영 자나깨나 가스 조심. 진화. 그건 안 돼요. 될 거라고 생각하세요? 아, 그건 좀 아닌 것 같은데요. 광맥이 바닥났습니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물이 부족, 가스가 부족합니다. 가스. 그건 안 돼요. 점막이 필요합니다. 점막이 뭔지. 아, 에너지가 부족합니다. 변이 완료. 인구수가 막혔습니다. 제발 대군주 좀 뽑아요. 아군이 공격받는데 구경하나요? 창조적인 변이가 승리를 부른다. 대군주가 더 필요합니다. 힘들게 넓힌 점막을 또 넓혀야 합니다. 그건 안 돼요. 될 거라고 생각하세요? 아, 그건 좀 아닌 것 같은데요. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 가스는 점검이 필수. 광물이 부족합니다. 진화 완료. 단열천이 있어야죠. 그것 보급품이 꽉 찼으니 이제 제대로 진화 완료. 그건 안전막 중앙에 공격받고 있습니다. 자나. 맞아야죠. 아, 창조적인 변이가. 점막 중앙의 광물 대출은 불가능합니다. 광물을 다 썼는데 우리 지는 거 아니죠? 변이 힘들게 넓힐 만막을 어쩌면 있죠. 광물을 다 썼는데 우리 지는 거 아니죠? 아군이 공격받는데 구경하나요? 적들이 전막 광맥이 바닥났습니다. 영웅의 노동을 지켜주세요. 광물이 부족합니다. 광맥이 바닥났습니다. 아군이 공격받고 있습니다.
Let's take things easy. Yeah, time to be part of the problem.
행운을 빕니다. SCV ready. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시키네요.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, here we go.
Just as I deserve.
What's going on? Ready.
Can we, can somebody use the Zerg fun command in the chat?
보급고가 막혔습니다.
So I can get maybe a more unbiased opinion from a non-Zerg player
광물이 부족합니다.
on if, on how playing ladder as Zerg is. Hmm.
In the rear with the gear. Bad news. SCV ready. Go ahead. Huh? What's going on? In the rear with the gear.
You just going for the third. Mad lad.
In the rear with the gear. 사령부 업그레이드 완료.
That pull was early. Yeah. A little earlier than I expected, at least.
거기는 컨트롤할 수 없습니다.
Likely gonna have 6 lanes.
SCV ready.
Hmm.
Bad news. What's going on? What? 건설할 수 없습니다. 좀 보고 싶시다. MCV ready. What's it worth?
Do it.
MCV ready. 부속 건물
Just do it! Just do it!
사령부
He's
업그레이드
playing it
완료.
careful.
광물 대출은
Clever
불가능합니다.
girl.
에너지가 부족합니다. 부속 건물 완료.
A bit risky to move out right now, but
광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 부속 건물 완료.
Got something from Cap. What?
사령부 업그레이드
SCV ready.
광물이
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
에너지 업하고
SCV ready.
설마 거기가 가능하다고 생각하세요?
God, this better be good.
부속 건물 완료. 거기는 건설
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. I'm listening. SCV ready. SCV ready.
설마 여기 내리려고요?
All right. SCV ready. Yes, indeed. Fair enough. Got something for me that's ready. Oh, yeah, baby.
건설 로봇 죽어요.
SCV ready.
hmm.
SCV ready.
가스는
Systems go. SCV ready.
Call the ball. I got
SCV ready.
yeah.
What's going on?
광물
Hear me. SCV ready. I'm listening.
설마 짱심이 있죠?
Nothing I can't handle. Got something
업그레이드 완료. 너무 미치는 마세요. 설마 거기가 가능하다고 생각하세요?
SCV ready.
적 공격 모르나요? 모르면 맞아야죠.
SCV ready.
업그레이드 완료. 건물. 언제까지 보급고 막힐래요?
SCV ready. You scared? Got. I'm listening. Big job. Go ahead. Ready. Agree.
Yeah.
What?
광물이 없는데 자꾸
Call the ball.
Gas from above. Oh yeah.
Receiving.
SCV ready.
업그레이드. 광물이 부족합니다. 광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
Channel's clear, boss. Boy, is you.
착륙할 수 없습니다. 건설할 수 없습니다. 잘 좀 보고 싶시다. 부속 건물 완료. 광 광물을 다 썼는데 우리 지는 거 아니죠? 에너지가 부족합니다. 광맥이 바닥났습니다.
Bad news? Yeah. SCV ready. SCV ready. What's our target? SCV ready. SCV ready.
업그레이드 부속 건물
Ready to raise some hell.
사령부 업그레이드 완료.
What's going on? Ready to raise some hell.
광물이 부족합니다.
Right away. Come. Enemy battle. Ready. Come.
사령부 업그레이드 완료.
Stay home.
광물을 다 썼는데
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. In the rear with the gear.
Come.
Give us. What's our target? What's that? Ready to raise some hell. In the rear.
광맥이 바닥났습니다.
State your request. Come.
착륙할 수 없습니다.
Big job, huh? Yep.
Ready.
힘이 있죠. 자랑스러운 가스 조심. 가스가 광맥이 바닥났습니다. 업그레이드 완료. 가스는 점검이 필수. 광물을 다 썼는데 우리 지는 거 아니죠? 광맥이 바닥났습니다.
In the rear. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Scanning.
Talk to me, boss.
완료. 설마 확장 기신이 있죠?
Mayday! Mayday! Yeah? I got this.
광물 대출은 불가합니다. 거긴 못 내립니다. 광물이 없는데 자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 단월 처리. 광물이 부족합니다. 사령.
What's going on? FTV ready.
Well then, ready to raise some hell.
Lay it on. Need some load up.
광맥이 가담났습니다.
FTV ready. Bad news. What's going on?
설마 확장 기신이 있죠? 건설 로봇이 공격받고 있습니다.
Go ahead.
적 공격 모르나요? 공격은 맞아야죠. 광물을 다 썼는데. 연구. 보급품이 꽉 찼으니 이제 제대로 싸워보자. 제재!
Took longer. He's on the clock. That looked hard. Believe it or not, despite how easy the pros make it look, to the less experienced eye, the game is hard. But at least with Terran, it always feels like you're one good fight away from being back in it. Whereas with Zerg, it feels like you're one bad fight away from losing the game, no matter where you are. You can be... I reference Dark leaving the game with 9k minerals and 5k gas. Of course, he did throw pretty hard, but... Jeez. 415 at Diamond is impressive. Yeah, he did a whole lot and accomplished so little. What about Protoss? Protoss is always like the... It depends on the matchup. Against Terran, you can always get crushed and run over because your gateway units are so weak. But against Zerg, a good fight and a warp-in can turn it. Like, I think ZVP is in a pretty solid spot right now, especially at the pro level. But, Terran versus Protoss, and to an extent, Terran versus Zerg are, I think it's compounded by the map pool as well. As we have a lot of maps where if a siege tank gets into the right spot, well, you're gonna have a bad time.
SCV ready. Go ahead. Huh? Yeah.
I have as many as possible vetoed at the moment.
Ready,
but-
hear me. Ben? What's going on?
밥 좀 먹고 일합시다.
We hear you.
Bio versus Ling Bane is pretty balanced. With the new maps and the same siege tanks. Remember, we nerfed the Baneling HP,
What's going on?
and Cyril still won everything. But I think it's much more apparent against non-Cyril opponents that the Banelings are not very reliable, but the Widowmine nerfs. Yeah, which forced Terrans to rediscover siege tanks, which are amazing, by the way. Like, siege tanks never went anywhere, it's just Widowmines were easier. And now suddenly we're seeing all these tank pushes that are still remarkably successful. Because, lo and behold, the siege tank is not a bad unit. It just takes a bit more effort.
자꾸 일만 시킬래요? 광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
And in fact, the Widowmine nerfs, I feel like they're kind of another hidden buff. Because pro players, well, now it's easier to dodge your own Widowmine hits. And on the outside of the radius, rarely are you getting a 100% radius hit against Cyril, right? Like, Cyril's not going to let you hit that entire Ling Bane. So now it's going to be harder for Cyril to drag the Widowmine into the Marines. Because the radius is reduced. So one of the better counters against it is actually somewhat lessened, which is at least the risk of hitting your own units. On top of the fact every single upgrade for Terran was buffed. The armory is 50 gas cheaper, +2 is 25 cheaper infantry weapons, and +3 is 50-50. So every single other unit got buffed that isn't like a Widowmine. Just to make it fair and balance it out. And then we got the most Terran-favored map pool in recent memory as well. All but one of the new maps is heavily Terran-favored so far. Which, I mean, having dozens of rocks and... So, like, just to soften the blow. But the Liberator nerf? Oh, yeah. Advanced Ballistics nerf. Remember when the Liberator got a 25 gas discount last year? Just kind of slipped into the patch notes.
연구 got a whole lot of love.
SCV ready. Big job. Ah, you scared me. Baby. Arm, get from above. Ain't been waiting on you. SCV ready. SCV ready. You got you.
Go on.
Gangway. Coming.
언제까지 보급고 막힐래요?
Is that a fucking cannon? That's kind of crazy. Well, those OCs were a bit late. I don't know why I kept going when I saw the cannon. That was dumb.
SCV ready.
에너지가 부족합니다.
By the number.
에너지 업하고 파워 업. 아, 이걸 못 보네요.
SCV ready.
I don't know if he just sacrificed a probe for it or not, but
SCV ready.
보급고가 더 필요합니다.
What's our target?
연구 완료. 건설할 수 없으니 광물이 부족. 밥 좀 먹고 이런. 보급고가 막혔습니다.
This better be good. Armed and ready. SCV ready. Go, go, go!
광물 대출은 불가능합니다.
SCV ready.
광물이 부족합니다.
Oh, it's on. Who wants some? By the numbers, boys. Ready. Who wants some? SCV ready. Go ahead. What's going on? You gonna give me orders? This better be good. Armed and ready. You gonna get this better be been waiting on. SCV ready.
Sea of Colossi? Ah, I see.
Armed, you gonna get me been waiting on. You want a piece of
업그레이드 완료. 보급고 광맥이 바닥났습니다.
by the numbers, boys.
에너지가 부족합니다.
This better be
밥 좀 먹고 일합시다.
by the numbers.
보급고가 더 필요합니다. 에너지 업하고 파워. 언제까지
Been waiting. Big job. What's that? Can do.
Well, if my own units wouldn't keep getting in my way, it'd be better. Yeah. Another case of not beating Protoss being a skill issue. Unfortunately, I'm about half the AP needed to take full advantage. No gold here. What counters Mass Stalker? Pretty much everything. Yeah. Well, so this my TVZ at least. You see, my despair for TVZ is born out of experience, not just observation. But and at one point, I was somewhat better at Zerg. arguably, but that is, well, it's not showing up. And then I guess we can go to the better is a term you could use. So overall, at least on this account in Legacy of the Void, yeah, marginally better at Zerg. Though ZVZ and TVZ, the best matchups. At least my Protoss versus Terran is consistent with the Terran versus Protoss, but just the other side of it. Matchmaking is struggling tonight. Is that a random that says never tell race? Filthy. It's low APM time though. I think today, like, as we reach into the Diamond Lakes, I'm going to set it. We're gonna go 125 and 150. Is that too much? Maybe. But at this point, I do think at some point you need to be able to keep up. Well, you could learn it all in. We could do some like 1-2 base all-ins, and those are going to keep the APM low, of course, nice and leisurely. But at the same time, you're better off. Well, the idea is to learn how to build, not learn a build. As StarCraft 2 is not a strategy game, it is a real-time game with some strategy elements. Because until Marines can't, with enough APM, technically hard counter everything, it's not really a strategy. Of course, no one has that APM, but some players make it look close. Clem. Terran versus Protoss. So, the focus and the hardest part I find in all my games and just in general is not over defending. Not towing the line between being aggressive and getting slaughtered is the hardest part. Because Protoss has a lot of surprise gotcha strategies. I'm not talking about Genshin Impact. I'm talking about like Oracles, Blink Stalkers, DTs, stuff like that. So, stuff that will work, especially in a best of one on the ladder. If you faced them again the next game, well, it probably wouldn't work again, but we only play best of ones here, so we gotta factor that in. We're gonna scout with that first SCV off of after the barracks starts, so like 16. Sending it out around a minute. The expansion will start 130 to 140 if he does a 1-gate expand. I'm not gonna bother with blocking it, but at the same time, I want to know if he's taking it. And you can kind of get a beat on whether he's scouting across the map or something. It's actually a little suspicious that he isn't scouting at all now. Let's see. No expansion. We're actually gonna get a Reaper here. Did I pick random or Terran? I'm pretty sure I picked Terran. I'm like 90%. He's got a cyber core and 2 gateways. And he just was taking the second gas, so it's not a particularly efficient build out of him here. But the point is, we saw what he's doing. He's building 2 gates, and he just took a second gas. And the important info is, if you just took a second gas and you have 2 gates, that's pretty much all he could do, at least early on. Like, he doesn't really have a big follow-up to that for a little while. I am going to build the bunker on the low ground. We're going to get a factory on the high ground as I build the reactor behind the Reaper. The idea, enough Marines to deal with this. Now, cameraman Reaper, take a look around. He's chrono boosting. Does he have anything back here? That's a shield battery. You know, if we can keep him busy here, that'd be ideal. Because even if I lose these, we're gonna throw a fancy little grenade there. He actually out-microed it. I'm probably gonna lose the Reaper. But those extra seconds are gonna be enough to get up to 4 Marines in the bunker. So now, as I get full saturation in the main, we're gonna take the second gas. We're gonna end up with a 1-1-1. I'm actually gonna go tank first. I'd usually go Cyclone, but because it's so clear what he's doing, we're just gonna go for the tank. Alright. And a second barracks. Let's put 2 in the gas. Nope. The stalkers are gonna walk by, which is a bold move. We can just target here. You got the mule, but that's an expensive scout. We're gonna send Billy. Go check out. Go outside, Billy. What's on out there? No, nope. You got this. They probably don't have any more stalkers.
What's going on? Go ahead.
All right. I'm getting the second barracks early. Or earlier than usual, because I want my gas to be for the tanks and building a starport. But I'm gonna have enough minerals because I went for reactor and then tech lab. With enough minerals left over, we can go into a 2, maybe 3 racks play. So he does have an expansion. I'm feeling a need right now for an engineering bay, and I'm going to intentionally save scans because the stench of Dark Templar sours the air. Or, you know, that might... Or blank. But DTs are an option. They don't shower off. Okay, alright. We're gonna get a Raven. Either way. It looks like... Oh, it could just be charge. I hadn't even considered that. But those zealots making me think twice. I'm not gonna bother with the Raven. We're gonna get a Viking. I'm gonna get my depots in the main as part of a wall off. Let's drop. I still have 1 scan here, so. We don't want to make it easy for his units to move around my main. There's a large main base here, so. I've got +1 on the way. Making more Marines. Gonna get 1 more tank. All right. Billy the Second. Your parents were really lazy, weren't they? Shut up.
Fight or flight. Yeah.
Go check it out. Actually, no, Billy's at the watchtower here. So, we're gonna get... This is for observers and 4 DTs potentially. I'm now gonna get that 3rd command center because clearly I have the money. We're just looking for a 3rd base here, but if he doesn't have a 3rd base, I'm feeling no obligations. That is, yeah, we need to build a wall. All right.
Research completed.
Engineering base. Gonna get a siege tank. Billy, run! Well, he's very dead. Let's take a look here. So I'm gonna scan to see some of the main and if he has a 3rd. So we see the robo. Very likely a warp prism. I'm gonna get some turrets around the, just zoning turrets. Like I'm not trying to counter it with the turrets necessarily. We're gonna go over here. Just move this guy over. Combat shield.
Upgrade completed.
There's the +1. So we got an armory. We actually got a 2nd edgy bay there. So, all right, make it hard. A little funnel to deal with anything. I have 60 SCVs, which is great, but also too many. It's too great, which is a compliment that I get very often. Also, how humble I am is another one that's very common. And modesty up there as well.
Cannot build.
Like and subscribe. 3rd command center. And I know I talked about over defending, but this man had dozens of charge lots roaming around. Bands of roving charge lots out there. So we're gonna get ship weapons and +2. Ship weapons almost always the choice. Gonna end up with like either Vikings or Liberators. It's all good. We're gonna keep the tank in the main. Dropping all the moulays. Try to move over here. Reactor. How many tech labs do I have? I think I was gonna get another tech lab. Combat shield is finishing soon. Queue up some more medevacs. I'm probably gonna queue up an extra round. It is DTs. I told you. I mean, it took a while to get there, but he tried it. DT blink. Wow. Fancy. All right. Well, we'll get some more turrets then.
Build there. Add on. Constructed.
Ready for dust off.
Supply depot.
We could get a Raven, but that's a lot of effort. So we'll just take our insta scans
Upgraded.
and we'll work with that.
Must build more supply depots. Cannot build.
Go ahead and kind of semi-wall that off.
Sure thing.
All right, Billy the Third, go get him.
Go ahead.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
SCV ready.
Let's see, nothing at the watchtower. I'm actually gonna have some map turrets here, because you know how it is. Let's take a look. Templar, we may be obligated to build some ghosts here.
There. Mineral field depleted. Upgrade.
Keep track of everything. So he does have storm, so we're gonna want to back off a bit with the Marines. I didn't mean to do this like drop thing, but here we are. The idea is to minimize. We just back off there. So he only has charge lots, so we're just gonna keep building medevacs here. He still has some storm. Oh, some DTs. Wow. We worked in a lot of them. But if we keep the scans up, while he's eventually going to win this fight, the cost though. But at what cost? Alright, we can get another starport, more barracks. We saw that third base as well. I'm gonna get a couple liberators. Gonna be very helpful. Gonna go ahead. You know what? I like that idea. Let's go take that base too. Gonna start building some ghosts. Because at some point, ghosts and liberators, well, This little bunker is because I thought it was funny to build the bunker. Not because I think the bunker is going to be a defining characteristic of the matchup at the moment.
Huh? What's going on?
Alright. Do a bit of mineral walking. Gonna get a planetary. Honestly, both these bases planetary. So, he doesn't have that base. We're gonna do a bit of fancy Liberator micro, and by that I mean just queuing them up and seeing if they get something done. Trying to keep them distracted. It's fancy in my book. Alright. We're gonna have the ghost hotkeyed separately here. This should prompt something of a response towards the center. You see the Liberators coming in? We're gonna try to time out with that. Alright. I'm gonna stim. Try to kill all these probes. There's the army. We can just move up in here. Looks like he has some DTs moving along. The Stalkers are fighting, but he lost his Nexus in the process, so... I believe we saw some DTs coming by. Oh yeah, he's trying to be a little clever with that. So we took out the base. Still killing probes. This guy has 8 kills here. We're just gonna siege it up so the Selecto army doesn't end up doing too much.
This better be good. Oh yeah.
And, well, I have a couple options here. I think this is the easiest one, is just drop the main.
Under siege. No.
Like, we can have the Liberators sieged up there. I can EMP the Templar in order to negate that. Do a massive drop into the main. And we can just grind our way through here.
No, not possible.
He's got some DTs, but I have enough scans to just kind of keep that up. And I should have the upgrades. A bit awkward that I don't actually have enough scans right now, but we can drop out over there.
Command center upgraded.
Some more Liberators. I didn't actually get the ship weapons, so that was a bit of a mistake.
I'm on it. Add on.
Where's that armory?
Mineral cluster.
Oh my god, I walled off my siege tanks. In other news, it was a Wednesday. I don't even know how to get them out. Are you... I think it's because this siege tank is in the way. It's sieged up. Oh my god. Because that siege tank was blocking the exit path. Wow.
We read you.
And that should be enough there to handle that. Some more EMPs. Oh, not the rocks, guys. Yes, very intentionally killed that Nexus. I didn't select all army. I totally meant that. Go Slim. Unranked, so not Tring. I don't know what Tring is. Yeah. You know what's easier than desperately microing 100 Marines? Is EMPing all the Templar. Fun fact, that is more APM efficient. So the Liberators, the base. And then, so obviously as Protoss, ideally you split up your Templar because the EMP and all that, and feedback exists, but all it takes is one. So this is a lot less APM than microing against Storm. Fun fact, EMP is technically a projectile. Ah, well, we stayed at the 100. He was quite low. That EMP was GG, actually. It just... So I saw the charge lots and I sat back. That's the hardest part of Protoss versus Terran, or Terran versus Protoss on the other side. Because if you give up map control like that, a smart Protoss can run with it. He kind of just A-move Templar. Colossi are usually more dangerous, but actually require a bit more cat herding for the size of them, but it was the right call, but it still feels like it feels not great to be just sitting on two bases. The art form is figuring out when you can either walk across the map or take a third. It's not really an art form, but that comes with hard-earned experience. Because a lot of the time, like, if they just decide they're gonna just do a charge let all in and you move out a little too early, you might be dead. But if they don't do anything, you could maybe walk across and kill. But yeah, I think by the time, if you get to 50 SCVs and you're still sitting in your base, you gotta make hard decisions like yesterday. I had 60 SCVs on 2 base, which, believe it or not, is too many. So, like, at 50, you either decide I'm going, or you have to change directions entirely. Because in order to get to, even if you've lost, especially if you've lost some, but if you haven't lost too many, and you get to 50 SCVs, you have 2 base saturation and then some. Alright? If you don't have a 3rd command center by now, what are we doing? There is kind of a timer on that. But if you can get to 3 base, you're pretty comfortable for the next 5-6 minutes. Because Terran can sustain a full, like, an army that includes Bio and Liberators, Vikings, or Ghosts. Not really and Liberators and Ghosts, but that's not really until you get a 4th base. You could do both easily. But you can add in that extra spicy flavor that is key to actually beating Protoss. What about tanks? Tanks are just included in basic production. Oh, this is interesting. I mean, I'm gonna deal with it, but why though? What are you doing, my friend?
Bad news, SCV ready.
What's
going on? You scared me. We hear you.
That is a forge, like... Okay.
SCV ready. Bad news.
He has a no GG logo on his...
Huh?
Yeah.
What's some?
That's unrequired.
Go ahead. What's going on?
Command center upgraded.
Well, go ahead.
Minerals.
In the rear with
So, he was thinking about Cannon Rush, and then stopped thinking about it. We're gonna go for Reactored Cyclones here,
big job,
which, even against cannons, are perfectly good.
Armed and
I'm gonna go ahead, head out to the watchtower there. Because you can lock on and then outrange, so... I think it's a good safe choice. And also because of the odd start where I was mining gas, but not as many minerals here. Because I thought he was cannon rushing, which he was. It's just quite a weird one. Alright, so I have two choices. Third command center or more barracks here. And I think I'm actually going to go for the third CC. Because if I play it right, the Cyclones should be essentially uncontested for long enough to get the rest of my economy going. Like, no gateway unit can beat Cyclones 1v1, and only Stalkers can even fight them. So, that is a Zealot, which is not a Stalker. Professional tip. A lot of people don't know that, but that's why you're here. Like and subscribe.
Command center upgraded.
SCV ready. Got a target in mind.
Alright. Gonna get that second gas now.
Cyclone receiving. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Show me who
And
you wanna die.
gotta be a little careful. Let's see, does he have a stalker? Does he have a cannon?
Oh, I'll get this ready.
That's a shield battery.
You got coordinates or what?
We're gonna get some more barracks here.
Contact. Adjusting cyclone. Comms open. SCV ready. Channels clear.
We're gonna send this guy home. We just deleted some of his production. Start stim.
Big job.
But now,
Show me who you
I've
want
got
and
more
target in
Cyclones
mind. You got
and a Marine to help draw fire. So, gotta be a little careful. So Cyclones are really good against probes because they have a bonus to mechanical. Why do they have a bonus to mechanical? That is a good question. Ostensibly for TVT, I guess. Anyways. So looking pretty... yeah. It seems like they don't cast. So in the newest patch, where we fucked around with the Cyclone for some reason again, the lock-on was re-added. The cooldown. So this way it doesn't counter Zerg as hard. So there is some benefit to forcing them to lock on. For the last patch before this, there was no cooldown. So there was no point in trying to draw out the lock-on at all. In my humble and just inexperienced opinion, both of these are dumb. And I don't know why we're still fucking around with the Cyclone. But here we are. Either add the Goliath or put the Cyclone back where it's supposed to be, which is kind of a niche sniper unit and not like a Mecha Marine. It was perfectly fine before. Protoss buildings are not mechanical. But you're a Protoss, so I wouldn't expect you to know facts and logic. Protoss buildings are just armored. They don't have any additional tags. Oh, I guess they have the building tag.
Mineral
But
quantity
only like
insufficient.
Tempest and Banelings have a special building damage mechanic.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Oh yeah, I guess Corruptors technically.
Supply depots
Which is,
insufficient.
yeah, a bit more convoluted.
SCV ready.
Did I not scout?
What's going on?
Scouting is for nerds.
Will do. SCV ready.
But I guess I'll qualify in order to see if I'm dealing with
SCV ready.
another. Hello,
Move it. Gotcha.
please, sir. This is private property.
SCV
We'll get a
ready.
Reaper. This map, it's impossible to wall off the Reaper. Did he go Nexus first?
Bad news?
Not quite,
Huh?
but the Cybercore is on the later
Enough
side.
Minerals.
He's just now getting gas, which is gonna make it hard to really do anything.
In the rear with the gear. I'm going.
Command center.
You cannot leave, sir. Alright.
More minerals required.
Off I go then. Come on in. Get the factory.
Quantity insufficient.
And I haven't really decided yet, but gonna get a reactor behind. Making sure I'm still building SCVs.
Got something for me to kill. SCV ready. Jet from above. On the way.
Just bounce him around. It interrupts the attack animation, even if it bounces a weird direction.
SCV ready.
Let's get the second gas instead of a third command center here for now. So on this map, I am gonna do the SCV transfer over to the golden minerals there.
Add on.
We're gonna get a cyclone,
I'm listening.
and I want the Reaper. I need to figure out what he's up to here.
Let's go. Huh? SCV ready.
This is a scouting mission.
Certainly. I'm going.
That is a Twilight Council.
For me to kill. Boy.
Command.
Get my starport.
Done. Fair enough.
So sad. Tech lab, working towards tanks. I'm gonna be chilling on the high ground here in case he decides to come across with his stalkers. But I'm not gonna try to go up the ramp. He may just go around if he's smart about it, but let's get a couple more depots.
SCV ready.
And we'll start with a Viking. I like having a Viking for warp prisms and all that.
Supply
You can go
depots
for a Raven, but
required.
that's a bit more involved and expensive, so
Supply depots.
barracks 2 and 3.
Additional supply.
Gonna get these gases. The gold minerals give a bit of an extra boost.
This better be good.
Gonna send Billy and friends across
Been waiting on you.
in order to scout and bring the Cyclone back, because now we can have enough stalkers that things get kind of dangerous.
Your dedication will be
We'll get our engineering base and more depot.
SCV ready. Will do.
Oh, he already has a third.
not
That's interesting info here.
supply depots.
And he's chrono boosting
Ready.
probes. All right.
SCV ready.
So while he might have blink,
More supply depots.
I really don't want to just let him have that. We're gonna build the third command center.
Operational.
You know what? We're gonna build it on location. We're gonna get stim.
Yes,
Add
sir.
on.
Gonna get
Operational.
combat shield. I'm bringing a few SCVs for repair while we do this. And +1/+1.
Be ready.
Let's get rid of that pylon.
By the numbers. SCV ready. Good job.
Put a bunker.
Armed and ready.
Base under siege. SCV base under siege.
Oh, this is very bad. We do have a turret at home, but I'm supply blocked as the DTs are coming in.
Supply detail. Base under siege.
He's actually outright.
Cannot build there.
What's going on? You gonna give me
Additional supply.
I do have another scan ready. But past that, yeah, we're gonna have to lift that command center.
SCVs.
I didn't kill this.
Technology.
It's bad. Thankfully, committed everything there, so. So, what happens if you find yourself in this unfortunate situation? Well, it's certainly not ideal.
Base.
Alright. But, at the end of the day, we're gonna send out the Liberators on each direction here.
Completed.
We'll see if he warped in more DTs or not.
Upgraded.
I'm gonna get onto the high ground. We're gonna get a third command center as well. Unfortunate positioning there, but I should be able to take these guys out.
this better be good.
Cannot build there.
How can we help?
So he's gonna be ready for this Liberator, which means he might not be ready for this one.
We have you on screen.
We got Liberators on both bases. Or he's just gonna try to kill me. Okay. And now I have no units at home. He went charge lots behind it. Is that a void ray? Excuse me, sir. Are you aware that you have a void ray? We're gonna have to cancel here. My Liberators are killing pretty much all of his probes on the bright side. Took out the Void Ray. Liberator should be able to handle the rest of the Stalkers, but... Oh my god. We need to wall. We need to finish walling.
Attention.
Well, the Liberators killed most of his probes, and if that wasn't happening, we would be in a lot of trouble.
Perfect.
But
Need something
this has
liberated?
20 kills.
Moving into position.
Okay, building some more SCVs. Gonna build a turret.
Incoming orders. We're returning fire.
He keeps building probes out of this one.
Go ahead. Let's get into the fight.
We're gonna walk across with 2 Marines.
Flight plan.
In the rear with the
Though he's probably, with whatever he's managed to build, probably sitting outside my base, but still.
This better be more minerals required.
So I have
big job.
anything right now is the situation. That's a bit of a mess.
Bad news.
That's also quite an understatement, but we're gonna siege this up so the Marines can hopefully make it in and get some... Oh, he's got units at my base, so... Yeah.
Standing by.
This better be good.
Just get a bunker.
SCV ready.
We're returning fire.
He brought his whole army back.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Probably should have just had the bunker at the start, but...
You want a piece of me?
Mineral cluster.
Ready to plunder. Huh? Bad news. Ready.
Well, well, well. Here we are.
In the rear with the
Mineral field depleted.
armed and ready.
Get another medevac or two.
SCV ready.
Gotta be very careful. We're gonna go down the ramp. And you know what's gonna... He's gonna be there. Is the situation.
Minerals.
SCV ready.
I'm keeping that bunker full.
This better be good. By the
Because that's his whole strat. He's like, here I am.
Must build more supply depots.
Ready for dust off.
go, go, go. Will do. That's armed
Supply depots required.
Alright.
Supply depots.
This is why Terrans are scared to move out of their base. Games like this one.
go ahead.
Must build more supply. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Make it feel justified.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
Of course. SCV ready.
What are you doing over there? Why do units keep coming from that direction?
Ready for dust off.
I'm just gonna lift the main command center is the plan, by the way.
Attempt got.
Who wants some?
Mineral field exhausted.
This better be good.
He has units somewhere. Bunch of Archons.
SCV ready.
Alright, I take it back.
In the rear.
We can just do a drop.
Gang west.
Mineral cluster
And a Liberator.
expanded.
Will do, command. Dredge.
SCV
Additional supply depots required.
Stop building SCVs, we have enough of them.
How can we help? Of course.
Who wants some? Been waiting on you.
Must build more minerals required.
SCV ready to roll back. Sure. Sure does.
Standing by.
Get me out of this mess.
This better be good.
Pick up, pull back.
Incoming orders.
I may lose that, but the DT won't protect.
Liberation of the past.
I feel justified in making this into a planetary fortress here, which I usually would not do, but it feels like if there was ever a game
Roger.
to make a planetary,
In the rear with the gear.
it's this one.
Bad news.
Can get +2. There's a small chance he has a hidden base that I've completely missed. So we're gonna send some out here. But there aren't that many bases on this map in general, so...
Huh? SCV ready. Move it.
Where's the emergency?
He's got some units there.
SCV ready.
Waiting on you.
Go get him, Billy. The Archon drop defense.
Commander.
Go send this all the way out in towards the sunset. Sir?
This better be good. Cannot.
Ready?
Ready to blunder. By the number.
We have plenty of scans.
Have you on screen?
We're queuing up the Liberator there. Just keeping... So clearly he's demonstrated a lack of multitasking capabilities. To a significant degree. So that is what we're trying to take advantage of here. He's very good with his DTs, but everything else is quite a struggle. And by very good, I mean he successfully caught me quite off guard.
Supply depots insufficient. Overlords superior.
Is that a fleet beacon?
Upgrade completed.
Yeah. Is that 2 fleet beacons? Wait, no, that's the same fleet beacon from earlier.
Additional supply depots required.
Anyways. Deal with the deets. I think we can just win the fight now. Well. How many probes killed? I'm gonna say 138. It's very hard to tell. Well, I don't know if he ever built that many, is the thing. Workers killed, 110. I mean, he killed 47 of mine. I wasn't immune to it. What was his highest worker count? He had 2 screens per minute, which makes a lot of sense. So that means, on average, he moved his screen significantly, a little bit more than every 30 seconds, which very much tracks. It is, that leaves you uniquely vulnerable to Liberators existing, in that case. Diamond, did you not see how close those DTs came to winning the game? How? How? Winter, you just a hard fought, barely skin of your Terran teeth game against that guy. How did he even get to Diamond? I cannot make the logical leap here. It is far too much. I didn't research Blink for my brain. Honestly, that was a classic. It works because it was so dumb Like, I didn't think he'd just make DTs at a proxy pylon at my third base. And base trait. Like, it is not... Remember when I said making a Raven is too hard and not worth... Well... Maybe we don't skip the Raven again. It's not even really skipping, it's just making a decision to not go for it. Because it does take a chunk of your build. You get a tech lab, you gotta get the Raven, like it's another minute or so before it actually comes online, so... Will the random player tell his race? Does it matter? I mean, if he's Terran, it's quite annoying, but... Because in Terran versus Terran, I would like to go 2 gas, but I should be able to scout quick enough to just have an idea. I'm gonna scout 1 supply earlier.
Big job, huh? SCV ready.
And we got the gas in the way, so I should get there early enough that if he is Terran, I can just slap down the second gas if needed. He's Zerg. Alright, we saw everything relevant here. Spawning pool timing. Hatchery first. Moving on with my life. If you're Protoss against random, what do? You, sigh. And then I usually just like to wall off the natural most of the time, which is decidedly worse against against Terran, but it's okay against Protoss, and it's really the only way to play against Zerg.
Command center upgraded.
So you kind of just gotta hedge your bets, because Protoss gets screwed by far the most. Because even your first pylon, depending on what they are, can be in the wrong spot. Fun fact, Protoss is the only race that has a less than 50% win rate against random on the ladder. Terran and Zerg are like 55%. Because random players are by and large worse. Because they're playing 3 races. But the fact that they beat Protoss enough, and this is mostly at the lower levels, because there aren't enough random players at Masters Plus. Literally dozens of us. To make a statistical difference.
What? You want something? SCV ready.
Alright, so the Reaper.
Constructed.
Heading in. I'm gonna just poke in a moment. So speed should be done around 3:30. Is the... if he's on point. Oh. Smart. Doesn't really matter about the speed timing now. I mean, it does, but the problem is now if he's going roaches, I won't have any idea until they show up. He gambled a little bit that I would be paying attention and well, we're gonna go send these out. The fact that he has speed done means he didn't go straight for roaches, by the way, which is very important to note. Gonna get a Banshee. Not going for Cloak, just safety Banshee. What am I doing? Alright, well, scouting Hellions. He's built a whole lot of Zerglings. So what happened was I accidentally unhotkeyed my Hellions. And then, well, I had them sent to his base, which is not ideal. For reasons I feel like we just demonstrated. So he's probably got plenty of Zerglings to be threatening. I'm just sitting back here now. We're gonna start walling this, though I don't expect to be able to easily do so. We're still gonna... This is a defensive Banshee. Gonna get a second one.
Supply depots insufficient.
Barracks 2 and 3.
Additional supply depots required.
There we are.
Not build.
I'm gonna get one of the NG base. And now we have full saturation, so I can get gases 3 and 4. Gas is not nearly as much of a premium with this sort of marine tank style. It's about to be a marine tank style, right? Oh, I almost killed the queen. I guess we're here, so... Just aiming down the center. I'm still building SCVs during all this. That's an interesting play. Let's take a look around. Is he going Mutas?
New technology researched.
No, wait. Okay, okay. So, you need a reactor. You need to cancel that and get on to the tech lab. Barracks 4 and 5. And because we have so much money, I'm getting 6, 7, and 8. The +1/+1 is late, but at least I built a lot of SCVs. So ideally that would have happened after I had already done the big add-on explosion. So that way, I would be able to be producing Marines consistently, but I got pretty greedy there. So why are you in the air? What the hell? Combat shield.
Add-on constructed.
We're just gonna set this up
Add-on operational.
and rally to the base. Select all army, because I need to get everything down there. Get a couple reactors.
New subscriber detected.
Yeah, that was sloppy. Sure, I killed some drones, but I sat here trying to figure out my infrastructure for like a minute. We're getting turrets, because I took a third, and I don't know for sure if it's Mutas or not. So... I have 75 SCVs, which is also, if you look closely, enough.
Refinery.
Gonna get that 4th CC.
On operation.
Get +1 mech weapon. What are you doing over here?
Mineral
They don't have
field
cloak. We're just gonna go hide in the background. Just a lot of potential Zerglings, it looks like there. We're just gonna need a lot more depots.
Research completed. Mineral cluster.
Gonna get a second factory. Making so many marine.
Not enough minerals.
So I've got +1/+1 done.
Mineral field depleted.
We're gonna get the armor upgrades. So the big timings are just when your medevacs come out and then upgrades. So in this case, I've got basic upgrades. Did I actually wall this off to the point? Okay, well. All right, Billy. It's time again. Let him watch. Making sure before we do anything, I'm gonna continue building. So that way there's always something to fall back to when I inevitably lose all my Marines to Banelings and then complain, oh, Zerg is just a move so easy. But
Want a piece of me, boy?
we're pre-splitting it. So that way I don't have to do it later. Mutas! Which does give us a little more pep in our step here. More turret. Like, doesn't seem to have any banelings. Which is an interesting one. I'm just gonna select all army. Which means these banshees got caught. Oh my god, you noob. Oh, what are we dealing with? I don't see any banelings, so... Good thing we built that one turret, right? Watch out, run! Otherwise, this would be a lot more difficult. Oh, he's building some banelings now, but it's a bit on the late side.
Mineral cluster expanded. Gate.
Well, that one turret paying off. It was muted the whole time. We did it. Yeah, but the one turret when you take a third. Because I hadn't confirmed, like, I didn't see hydras, I didn't see roaches. So mutas are still on the table. We made it. Good thing we raised the limit, so it looks like I'm so far below it. And he built a lot of stuff, but was it the right time or the right place? Not so much. His hero unit was a spine crawler, which is never an incredible sign. But, yeah, the worker count is the real key. As you can see, all that micro to kill the drones barely made a dent, because he's still rebuilding drones at the same time. It was clearly important, but it would have been much better if I followed it up quickly with my production. But I dropped the ball on that overall. Alright, so it's time for a quick advertising break. I know ads are loud and annoying, but if you could pause ad block, that'd be awesome. And then I'll be right back with some more. Thank you for watching. Welcome. I'm Winter, and I'm here to talk to you about Prime Gaming. Yes, do you have Prime Gaming? Here at Amazon Prime, we know you have Prime Gaming, which means you can make the difference today. Yes, you can get shitty loot for shitty mobile games. You can get cool loot for actually fun games. And there's also loot for League of Legends. But wait! There's more. Yes. Every month, for absolutely free, you can subscribe to a streamer of your choice. And since we're tracking everything, we've seen your purchase history, and we're not entirely confident you'll make the right one. So let us recommend something. Subscribe here and now, because every moment you don't, you're losing money for me. So subscribe with Prime Gaming, because remember, at Amazon Prime, we know where you live. You told us. Good luck, have fun, and make the right choice.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
Thank you for sticking around. I know ads are loud and annoying, but
Your
Thank you, Mad Scratch.
Sub for freedom.
What are we picking? Where are we dropping? I'll be right back. One moment. Thank you for watching. Another decisive action from the people. They say Zerg. We'll see. Always very helpful and decisive. Protoss was robbed. Well, add it to the list. Robert, with the starter portrait, but the name that indicates he might actually be a starter. Who names himself Robert? His name's actually Steve. From Steveland. He's going up on YouTube? They're going up on YouTube right now. On the second channel where we're streaming live. Thank you, YouTube. Like and subscribe. We're not even at 100 likes yet, so that means we may have to shut down the stream because Jimmy can't afford server costs. We're waiting. better. You're gonna make a playlist? I don't know at this point. So, I uploaded
Required.
the Terran guide for this year. Or at least like an updated Terran guide. And in the last couple days, it's gotten less views than my 2022 guide. Because that's just how YouTube do.
Mineral quantity
So it's like,
insufficient.
well, like I mean in those 2 days, not like in total, obviously. So I'm like, well, okay. Because let's be honest, people are just putting the background noise on. They're not actually trying to learn how to play. At least most of them. Those people will find it. But how do you even lower your APM? I don't hit the buttons as fast. Or as many. It's mostly not like, do I need to have 20 creep tumors I'm constantly spreading? Is that going to be the thing I need to do to achieve victory over just focusing on building enough roaches? The counter's at the end of the game, by the way. You can see it. That's the one that so many people use, like, I faced he was in Diamond and he had 300 APM. Why am I facing these players as a Platinum? It's like, well, we just faced a 300 APM. Yeah, it was like 250 Diamond player. And, well.
Newly birthed queen ready. Queen birth successful.
So, I am gonna build a roach one, because he does not have expand. This is pretty suspicious, sir.
Insufficient overlords. Swarm forces under attack.
Alright. I'm not getting a third hatch.
Insufficient energy.
We're gonna send Zerglings around to scout. As well. There, it could be battle cruiser. I mean, most roads lead to battle cruiser, but it could be just a mass marines. So I could get overlord speed, but that costs as much gas as any other tech. So it usually has a tendency to allow you to know what will kill you instead of giving you the option to defend it. Ah, it's battle cruiser then, At least it's one base. I say that because it's a lot easier to defend. Because his economy is limited. I'm not exactly sure how quick it can come out. But we're gonna have the queens, and I'm intentionally not going to be building more creep tumors.
Insufficient energy.
So that way I have enough, as much energy as possible for transfuse. We're gonna just patrol around here. There's the jump. Do a little bit of fancy stutter step. Is it enough? Nope, it can just fly away. I told you Robert sounded like a new player name with a new player portrait. I don't know why he had the platinum border. But it does appear that Robert has well, or he's just doing these sort of strats.
Swarm forces under attack.
So, we're going to get corruptors. Hydras do not counter battle cruisers. We're gonna get enough roaches to deal with the mines.
Command unacceptable.
Actually, we're just gonna keep a couple queens back here as well, in case of another jump. I heard a jump. Did he just jump all the way home? Yeah.
Swarm forces
We're gonna
under
get-
attack. Need more Vespine
Oh, they got
gas.
enough for 6 there. Get +1 carapace.
Evolution complete.
Gonna just
Mineral fields.
mass expand here. Now I'm not as worried about the energy. Gonna get carapace on the spire as well.
Unacceptable.
Try to get to 66 drones.
More minerals.
Now I gotta figure out whether he's actually going to stay. Like, he made 1 battle cruiser,
Command unacceptable.
which is just one thing. So,
Command
yes, it's
unacceptable.
expensive, but I can't spend the rest of the game countering it, especially if he's going for a ground army.
Must be morphed on creep.
65 drones. Gonna take this base as well. That's a planetary. Don't mind if I take a look around, sir. Alright. Alright, looks like he's got some command centers, and he's still building more battle cruisers. He has the Yamato cannon ready. You can see it lined up over there.
More overlords. Hive cluster under direct assault.
So Whittle mine at that base. Getting a hive. Oh, he's got 4 Whittle mines, so we're actually going to build some Ravagers to deal with it.
Mute. Must spawn more overlords.
So you can see him there.
Spawn.
You technically only need 2. We're going to get Overlord speed now. Creep spread is quite important to get some vision where the BCs could be.
Insufficient mineral cluster.
And now I'm building enough
expanded.
Overlords to max out.
Mutation complete.
There we are.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
It's gonna be Broodlords. So we're getting that second.
Command unacceptable.
His economy
Swarm
is pretty terrible. Usually mules are what do it. Well, I guess he built more command centers,
under attack.
but he's been sitting there. I need to get Burrow. Infestors are... I mean, I guess you could fight the battlecruisers heads up. But infestors are really the only way to actually kill them. If they're paying attention. Get the Greater Spire. Some more injects. Gonna take all the bases. Most of these are acting as distractions for the cruisers. Get Neural Parasite there. Some Infestor. Or Overseer.
Command unacceptable.
And enough roaches to have... Brenda! We're gonna take down these rocks throughout the center here.
Command unacceptable. Mineral field depleted.
Mine this gas.
Mineral field exhausted. Command swarm forces under attack.
We're gonna burrow
Sequences
infestors
Spawn swarm.
and have them sitting along the edge of the bases where hopefully he's not paying attention.
Mutation complete.
We're just gonna burrow here, though he probably has that base by now. You'll be able to see exactly when he reacts. Interesting choice. I do not like you, friend. So the best counter to Widow Mines is spine crawlers. Where did the battle? Yeah, there they are.
Forces under attack. Sequences spun. Swarm mutated.
We're turning all these into brood lords.
Cluster expended. Command unacceptable mineral field vessel.
Bring these infestors up. I now have 111 drones, which is too many.
Cluster.
Send out the changelings.
Mineral field exhausted.
He likely has that other base, but... They've got the infestors over there, but the brood lords are going to be most of it. Oh yeah, you can target Widowmons onto. So fun fact, I actually learned this from another fuckboy, is you can trigger Widowmines with changelings as long as you don't have detection. So... Unfortunately, now that Widowmine is visible, so...
No, not possible.
We should have enough spines in most of these bases to deal with this bullshit, but...
Mutation. Swarm forces under attack. Cluster Cluster expended.
We need to target down the turrets so the corruptors can get involved with caustic spray. There we are.
Sequences spawn. Swarm mutated.
We still have those infestors underneath. Slowly but surely, using that siege mode option.
Swarm forces under attack.
Queuing up injects on all the bases.
Geyser.
Caustic spray. We're gonna bring the infestors over here. So here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna jump on top of my... He's gonna see the corruptor. He's gonna jump on top of my brood lords. Then I'm gonna neural parasite the battle cruisers. Or that's gonna happen. That's also fucking terrible.
Direct assault.
I mean, we can still do it.
Forces.
Yeah, and then we neural parasite the battle cruisers. So, while it's the most annoying fucking shit in the world, we will eventually get there.
Structure must be placed on Vespine Geyser. Command unacceptable. No, not possible. Sworn forces under
Kybert equals Robert. It's almost like this style of Terran is completely unoriginal and played by every Terran who wants to feel good about themselves while having room temperature IQ and APM.
Swarm forces under attack.
He's gonna jump.
Swarm forces under attack. Vespine Geyser exhausted. Hive cluster under direct assault.
He's like, oh shit. We're getting Zerglings to eat the mine hits.
Vespine Geyser depleted. Vespine Geyser exhausted.
I lost all my overseers.
Command unacceptable.
You want drilling class? He's pretending not to be platinum is what's happening.
Drones
Like,
under
he's doing
attack.
just like troll strats, and then when push comes to shove, suddenly it's mass battlecruiser again. Thus the name as well.
Mineral field exhausted. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral cluster expended. Mineral field expended.
Like that was played by someone who is clearly higher level, pretending to be lower level. Yeah, we still stayed within the limit. Nobody named like You know how you know? Nobody sits there with the starter portrait on their first account. Alright, that's the indictment here. Nobody does that. Only 600 achievement points? Are you telling me this man has just... He loaded up StarCraft... Well, like me in Wings of Liberty. Loaded up StarCraft, said, campaign? Ugh, disgusting. Co-op? Psh, fuck out of here. I gotta... Versus. Makes me feel better about myself. Well, yeah, going up... Like, it's Broodlords and Patience. And the Patience is probably more important than the Broodlords. Because there is no, like, even when Cyril plays against it, he just sits there for 30 minutes, right? Like, he's just 30 minutes of slowly smothering you. He doesn't usually have, like, a big decisive engagement before you're running out of money. Like... But at the same time, like, there is no direct counter to battlecruisers besides infestors. And infestors are made out of fucking... the crushed dreams of Zerg players hoping to make mutas. So they are...
Your dedication will be rewarded.
Quite incorporeal. Thank you, X-Mekara, for gifting 5 subs to the people. God, I hate playing against that so much. Like, the battlecruisers are okay.
Your dedication.
I think the
will be
Widowmine
rewarded.
visibility change was great. Like, I think it made a lot of sense. I still think, like, it's not hard to play against, just super
Your
annoying.
dedication will be
Right.
rewarded.
I'm playing Protoss to cleanse the palate here. I can't go through that again.
New subscriber detected.
Yes, yes, yes. Just as I deserve.
It's at least Protoss, like Zerg, doesn't have a direct response. Everything is just build queens and hope for the best. And when you're up against the queens, it feels like queens counter everything, and that's because they have to. There is no anti-air until corruptors. Hydras, mutas, come on, like.
Resubscription
Thank you,
confirmed.
Mr. Gunner.
Automatically relaying.
I mean,
errors.
Hydras are great. They're solid
Winter for the
DPS
background,
units.
Casting for the win.
But because they are so strong where they are, they can't come out earlier. Like, the Hydra in Brood War is like 40% of the effectiveness of the Hydra in SC2. I mean, it's also half the cost. Like,
Not enough minerals.
and it's tier 1, so. I mean, the mechanics added with SC2 are all somewhat divisive, though they add a lot more flavor. These include both depots and like orbital commands for Terran, queens, and creep spread, like real creep spread for Zerg, and larva inject and everything that comes with it. And then for Protoss, it's warp gate, which is quite a significant shift from building out of gateways. So, but all those things are so significantly different from each other that there are times where it feels like, well, that's all you need. Like Terran's building 20 orbitals, or Protoss, their entire late game strat being warping in a cinematic of charge lots into the main with a prism. Or Zerg flooding with hundreds more units. Or countering everything with queens.
Cannot warp there.
I've thought to quite a great length as you know from my balance whining in the past, where I try to be, like, the intent is better design, not necessarily perfect balance. You just take things away, you get more perfect balance. Pretty easy on that. But it makes, then you just have mirror matchups for the most. And it's really hard to pinpoint a part of Zerg that you can just outright nerf without having massive effects on all the matchups. Like, queens with one less anti-air range against oracles, against... Like, this was the change that we went back and forth on. Against oracles, against battle cruisers, against liberators. Queens with less anti-air range might not even be able to counter liberators in certain locations. Like, if queens were armored, they get countered by so much stuff. Like,
Glory to the day.
at the same time, though. Yeah. The fact, like, there are other things, like how orbital commands can scan for free. Like, even in direct strike, it costs energy.
We serve.
So you build like 15 of them, and in the late game, you have map hacks. Like,
Najakar Mina. It shall be done. We are.
he doesn't have any Zerglings, so we're just gonna click on the drones here.
Give us your command. Forward. Let
He has a lair on the way, and that's a roach one. Okay. The point being, Widow Mines are terrible. These are not complaints about the macro mechanics. I think that's what makes the game very interesting. Like, outside of Brood War, which is like carpal tunnel simulator with a little bit of a few pixels involving fighting units. It's just we've gotten to the stage of SC2 where players are using units to almost their absolute limit. So that's when we find things like ghosts and liberators and orbital commands are key points on that. But also like Cyril with Infestor Viper, which is still something that almost no one else does, but like using these multiple spellcasters to essentially invalidate entire armies. I'm gonna go for more Void Ray. Because I'm scared of roaches. Gonna get a shield battery there. And then maybe think about a third.
Phase crystals charged.
Why don't more Zerg try to get infestors faster? Because infestors don't kill anything.
We're at full power.
You need other units to kill stuff. And to quote Maru, before the patch that nerfed infestors, by the way, I go 50-50 with Cyril. It's just those infestors. Alright, but on a good day, I go 50-50 with Cyril. And then infestors should be nerfed. Lo and behold.
This vessel shall. Zaknaku Afa.
yes.
This was after he lost 4-0
The light arrives.
in the I am Katowice.
Phase crystals charged.
Hydras. Alright, well that's super dead. We gotta make some tough decisions. It's gonna be charge. It's gonna be many more gates, please. Yeah, I'm +1 here. Nope, that's gonna wall off my robo. Way more gates. Gonna get a cannon. Well, I didn't actually build a forge in time. Getting one observer, and then heading towards the Archons. How many? I have 63 probes. We're gonna get Storm. Run away! Or whatever it is you do.
Let none deter us.
Alright, so now my entire life is dedicated to getting Storm in time to counter this attack. Getting 1-1, but... we need more pylon. I'm just some exploratory cannons there. Gonna get an Immortal.
Research complete.
Assuming he does.
Mineral cluster.
Not a charge lot.
New technology.
He's still at home. Okay, so you can't use too many charge lots in these fights, usually, so I'm splitting off some to do run-bys.
Additional pylons.
Oh, I'm getting supply block, which is a pro-gamer move. Storm is done. We saw him moving out there, so I'm just gonna drop out and make sure we'll just build some pylons here too. More warpins. Wait, is he going through the rocks? No, I would see it. He's bringing his army back. We can see with the observer here. Heading on over.
We stand as one.
Backup Templar and now some Archons. That's what we're doing.
Mineral field depleted.
I'd like to have a couple Templar unhotkey, because I always seem to need a couple more storms by the end of it. So, just gonna send these into the main. Okay, run away.
Army upgraded.
Rapid fire. 2-2 on the way. Transferring.
Not enough minerals.
I can also get an... oh my god. 2 immortals are stuck. Help me, Stepstalker.
Mineral field exhausted.
My meditation.
We still have that prism as well. Those zealots did good work over there. Chrono boost. Not keying these extra robos. Rapid fire. Straight up to the main. Looks like he's doing a big attack. We're gonna hotkey these guys in. Just hide in the corner here.
Mineral field depleted.
So that went quite well. If I see Hydras, I'm going Storm. Like Hydras first. Unless I think I have an attack timing. Because Hydras are very vulnerable to it. It's not as good. Against like Roach Baneling. Even though it's like... because usually those attacks come quicker. Eh, he was a random player who told his race. Give him some credit there. All right. Now, that doesn't mean he followed it up. He played like a He was ranked correctly, Platinum Zerg. I think that was an accurate assessment there. 200 APM, but dodging storms ain't one. Well, really, once you see storm, you kind of just either go lurkers or broodlords. There is no direct answer to storm as Zerg besides just overwhelming it. Stood in the storm the whole time. Now, that's what it looked like to you, but he was also looking at his bases dying to the charge lots. So, we missed that part. Or at least that perspective. Yeah. Storm is not, like, it's because explicitly the Hydras and Roach Hydra is so slow. It's hard to miss. Like, Ravager Baneling is a lot more mobile. And that's why that's the count. Like, that's why you usually see Ravager Baneling as opposed to, like, Hydras in pro games. It's because Hydras are just, like, they're lurker eggs 90% of the time. Bane's nearly one-shot Templar. Not anymore. They 3-shot. Done with Manor Lords? Yes, as a streamer, what I do is when I want to play a game, I uninstall all of the other games on my computer that somehow slipped on there, and I focus 100% on the game that I'm playing right now, which, if it's not StarCraft 2, I will literally be burned at the stake, so. But that's what you sign up for when you start streaming. Speaking of burning at the stake, I hear in the medieval times, there's only one way to find out, though. But that is going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm still kind of deciding what we're going to do with the guides and such for, like, obviously, I think people like it live, but I'm not sure if there's really the demand for up-to-date guides in SC2. At least the popular demand on the other side of things. Maybe on the second channel. But we're going to be playing some Manor Lords. And Manor Lords officially releases on Friday, so if we're going to break the game before it releases and everybody figures out the strats better than me because they're actually good, well, guess what? I'll miss out on that monopoly there, so. Alright. Thank you. On YouTube, thank you for the likes and subscribes. Refresh in a few minutes. If you're on Twitch, don't go anywhere else.